Right guys, today I'm going to clear all this crap off here because I'm going to be putting up the polytunnel frame here which will be netted for the garlic and onions next season, which for me is actually in just literally like a few weeks time. So I'm going to crack on with getting this rubbish moved, move the pallets, water washes, rake out there, get some of the rubbish, more rubbish off, and then I can lay out where the poles are going in the ground to scaffold poles to secure it, but I'll show you that in a little while once I've got it all cleared off. Right folks, I'm going to get the poles in now. I had to run back home and I went and got the pole driver. I did try doing it with a lump hammer, like to get them in a little bit, and then I was going to bring it down the pole driver tomorrow. But I've run on, grabbed it, and I'm going to try and get these in today, or as many of them in, or even just started today. So I'll stop waffling guys, wax in power wax and start cracking on with it. Right guys, as you just see there, as I went to put in the third one, I realised I'd messed up. I thought, in my own head, I don't know why, it's supposed to be every 4 feet, with the poles I've got. But it's not. The poles are spaced 5 feet apart. Because I've got 10 poles, 5 for each side. So it starts like 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. I messed up with a calculation for a minute. So yeah, I'll whack it back in time up there guys, because you'll see me record that one out. And I'll put them back in where they're supposed to be. Right guys, so far I've got in 9 out of the 10 poles. I'm a little bit out of breath. Right, I used scaffold poles to do this, because they used to have the tunnel up on the other plot. The scaffold poles that I had was 10 foot long. I cut them in half. I've left 2 feet out the ground because I need the height clearance of the bars overhead, because we're being set up. I drilled a hole through them and put a bolt in, which is just here. The poles are 5 foot, but they're in the ground 3 feet. The bolts that I put through are 6 inches down. You don't need nothing spectacular. These are only, well, these are 5mm bolts. All I did was just put it straight through the centre. I used a pillar drill though. You might want to get some good quality drill bits to do it though, because if you use scaffold poles, I burnt through, I think it was 3 or 4 drill bits. That could be because it had been years since I'd used them when I'd done it. But it's pretty straightforward to do. But I will say, invest in a post driver. Really invest in a post driver. They are worth their weight in gold if you're putting up a fence or putting poles in the ground or whatever. Makes the job 10 times easier and 10 times quicker. I think this one's a Silverline one. Cheaper brand, but you don't need nothing expensive for it. I don't know the actual weight of this though. Let me see if it's on it. No, the weight's not on it. All I will say is, it's bloody heavy. But it's got 2 handles on it, so you've got good control over it for whacking your posts in with it. So I do highly recommend getting one of these. I think when I brought this, I think this was from Wickes's, I believe. It was either Wickes's or Homebase. But yeah, I highly recommend buying one. Because as I say, they're worth the weight in gold when you're doing something like this. Don't try using a sledgehammer or a lump hammer. Because you'll be there all day and you'll get even more tired. I've done 9 of them, and it was only on the 9th one that I've started getting quite fatigued. So yeah, I'll crack on guys, get this last one in, and then I might try and get the hoops, put in these today, and then tomorrow I'll strengthen it all up like with a top bar and everything, or build it on the ground and get it all sound and then wax in the ends. But I need a couple of guys to help me with that. I'll have a think about that bit though, so I'm going to crack on and get this last one in guys. Right guys, that's the frames now, like the framework within the poles. It's still really wobbly, but that's because none of the bracing's in yet. The 45-degree angle ones. So then notice this is a 10-foot wide one, but while in transport or whatever, they've splayed out quite a lot. So I'll have to rebend them back in slightly. Not by much, it's only by a couple of inches, but it's in there, so it's I can't do anything else for this today now because I've not got the socket set with me to tighten up any of the bolts. I can't even reach the top bar from down here. So I've got to bring down a set of step ladders as well. But it's in the poles, it's not going to go anywhere, so I'm happy at that for today. So I'll pick this video back up again tomorrow with this guys. Right folks, we're continuing with the polytunnel. This is taking a bit longer than I thought to do like certain bits of it. I was going to do the bolts and the frame today to make it all like tight and rigid. But I forgot my step ladders, so I'll have to bring them down tomorrow. But what I can do is I can put the border around and get the door and that installed as well. So that's all done then, ready, and then tomorrow I can bolt it all up, make it all nice and tight. This is going to be all netted. I don't know if I said that earlier in the video or not, because I've been doing this now for, I think it's like 3-4 days. So yeah, this is all going to be netted, so I can grow anything in here then, pretty much. Bar greenhouse stuff obviously. So yeah, I'll stop waffling guys, and I'm going to start doing all the border. Right guys, we're on stage 4 now, doing the polytunnel frame. I've managed to bring the ladders down, so I can get this top bar all bolted in. Even though there's only 5 bolts, I can't reach them because it's like 9 foot up in the air. So I'll get these bolted in, then we'll do the angle pieces to make it all sturdy. Right guys, that's the bars all bolted in now. It's a lot, it wobbles that way, but back and forth there's no wobbling anymore. You'll never stop it going that way, unfortunately. I've still got a bit of woodwork to do on this corner, level the door off and put some stakes in the ground at the door base so that don't move. And then it's just turn it over, ready for the season. It is going to be netted, but I've got to make the net because it's a big net. I have still got the one that used to be on it down on the other plot up here now, but it needs all stitching. I have brought some really strong string to do it, but that's going to take me ages to do, which I won't bore you with doing all the stitching, but I will show you when I net it. So I'm going to have a break, guys, and then when I come back I'll get this corner finished off, door levelled down and spikes in at the bottom. Right guys, there we go. The polytunnel frame is all built out. As I said, I'm going to net it. All the wood's done, and I've just finished digging it all over. To dig it out, it took me about 20 minutes, so nice and easy. I will be sending the routator through it before I plant it because I'm going to put a little bit more muck in it. But yeah guys, that'll be it for this video. I will do another video when I come to net it and route and plant it up, so you can see the process again. So guys, I'll end it here, so have a good one, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.